and KiPP, thank you so much for being the Who again.
Yes, again.
A repeat offender.
Second time, you got it.
Nice. So how have you been?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Life is good. Getting over a cold, but no flu, so knock on wood.
Yeah, the funniest thing I ever heard about that, actually, I did not make this up, I wish I did, but I heard that the flu is like Facebook timeline. Eventually, everybody gets it. I know! That was so funny!
Wow.
I know!
I'm not going to get it.
No.
I just got a bad cold, that's it, I'm done for this.
You might have had the flu and didn't know it.
No, it wasn't the flu.
How do you know?
Because I didn't have fevers.
But it hits everybody differently, doesn't it?
No, if you get the flu.
Oh no, I trust me, my whole house had it, and one person just cannot, like every time they're better, they get it again.
Yeah, no, I had just a bad head cold, and I'm on the.
Yeah, but I think that's a cousin of it. But today is National Pie Day, and we do have pie here and extra crust because crust is the best part of a pie, isn't it? So we got like extra crust so you can make your own idea and dream of whatever pie you want to have, and we'll share it with people when they share their skeletons.
I'm scared now already.
Oh, don't worry. And it is January 23rd. And let's see what happened on this day. Google awards its outgoing CEO, Eric Schmidt, $100 million last year.
I wish they would just give me $100.
I mean, what is that? He made $100 million on Google? The CEO? That's pretty crazy, huh? Actually, it's 2 years ago.
Welcome to the modern world.
Yeah, I know. New York Newsday reported that Oregon Senator Bob Packwood sexually harassed 23 women on this day. Go politics,
That's
right?
how he got to be a senator.
You think?
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
And then what happens, though? I guess you do it until you get caught, right?
That's right. And then you get a pension, and, it's...
And then you run again, like, when you think...
For
isn't
something else.
that guy that,
Spencer.
Well, Spencer,
Right.
I knew his cousin. I mean, they were so happy when he won governor. And then, oh, my goodness, we all know what happened there. But... didn't you just see that guy that said he was in Appalachia or something, and he really was in Argentina? He's running again, I heard, and he's now marrying the woman in Argentina. So, politics and private life, do you think it should be together or separate?
It's a tough call. I mean, I think we have to judge people on how they conduct themselves, but yet, what Bill Clinton did and got impeached for, every president in history did, and I think he did a great job.
You think our president of today did?
They
seem so
old.
No,
but this one was a pothead. I mean, they've all got something.
A skeleton in their closet. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're about on this show. Of course, we can give them all a piece of pie. Exactly.
Power corrupts.
Look, we all have a skeleton or two. Today is the day that Seinfeld debuted on television. Yeah, Seinfeld. I went to the Letterman show once, and he was a guest. It was before the show, and we didn't even know who he was. We didn't even know. We thought we were on the worst Letterman ever. It was like, and that's who was the comedian. It was Seinfeld. Look what happened to him.
Is it kind of like Seinfeld? Isn't that what we've rebelled against, that type of New York mentality?
I never really watched it.
Yeah.
But I know everybody else did. It's the day that Nancy Kerrigan won the skating championship after the mishap. And the funniest thing about it is that Tanya Harding is on this list today, too.
Tanya Harding is everywhere.
I love Tanya. TV. My daughter loved Tanya Harding.
And nobody knows about Nancy Kerrigan anymore. She's well gone.
I know it somewhere. I'll have to hit it, find it. I know it's either her. Oh yeah, it's Tanya Harding's birthday today. Check it out. It's Tanya Harding's birthday, the day Nancy Kerrigan won. That is crazy, isn't it?
It should be an episode of World's Dumbest where Tanya Harding is...
if anybody doesn't know who they are, please Google them and let that guy get another $1. Bjorn Borg announced his retirement from tennis today. And maybe Serena might have to, too. Did you see? She just got beaten by a teenager in Australia, an American teenager.
Eventually, they all fall.
Today. Well, she's had a long run.
That's right, great run.
In the first induction of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was on this day. We were just talking about Cleveland. Chuck Berry, James Brown, Ray Charles, Domino, Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Elvis Presley were the first inductees.
That's a good start. I think that was before the building was even built. I think it was when it was still in the process. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the building was even up yet.
Oh, really? It was 1986.
Yeah. I don't think the building was up yet. It was still in the process.
I don't know. But I do know that today was that day. The A-Team premiered with Mr. T. The world would not be the same without Mr. T. I mean, Madonna would never have worn all that jewelry like that. I know, we always thought that she looked like a girl Mr. T in the 80s. Like everybody, you know what I mean? I love Mr. T's jewelry. It's so good. Barney Miller premiered on this day, too.
That was good. I like Barney Miller. The Fish, the old guy, yeah.
And did you ever know the first Richard Nixon Museum opened in San Clemente, California on this day? How many Richard Nixon museums could there be?
What's really frightening today is...
Isn't that a prison, San Clemente? It sounds like one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Any museum to Richard Nixon. People are calling him a hero now.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's this whole little subversive group of right-wing Republicans that are going, Richard Nixon was a great president. He wasn't.
I just remember Watergate, and no recollection was the only thing they all said.
Paranoia and alcohol abuse, and the guy was nuts.
Yeah. Oh, really? He did all that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, big time.
Oh, well, here, have some pie, Richard Nixon, exactly.
Tricky Dick.
Tricky Dicky, yep, exactly. The miniseries Roots premiered on this day as well. This is pretty crazy. The entire population of Istanbul was under 24-hour house arrest on this day in history. Can you imagine?
Wild and wacky Turks.
I know, the whole population. I don't get it. Cream released their last album named Goodbye on this day. Did you like Cream?
Something, back when I was smoking a lot of pot and eating ass, and I loved Cream. But now as I look back and listen to their lyrics, some of the, White Room with black curtains near the station.
I know, that was like the only song I remember. Exactly.
No, their lyrics absolutely suck.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they care.
They're a great band, though, musically. Great band.
And today is when the 20th Amendment changed the date of the presidential inauguration to 120, but it didn't happen on 120 this year. It happened on 121 because it was a Sunday. I know, and I only found out about 120 like 2 years ago. No, the last inauguration.
March or something?
It was, actually. Good for you. Yeah. And speaking of that, George Washington's birthplace that became a national monument on this day in Virginia.
As it should.
Yeah. George Washington slept here. He slept everywhere.
He slept around. That's
he did, right? I know. Every town, it's like George Washington.
I think he was the last great American president.
Have some pie, George Washington. Exactly. I know. And it was the start of the Islamic calendar in the year 638 on this day. So their calendar is later than ours?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Was later than
Jesus. I guess 638.
And then if you look at the Jews, their calendar goes even back farther. And
that one is like way too old. Really? The Chinese, does it have like, does it have like a year?
I don't, yeah.
Like 10,000 or something?
No, I don't think it's quite that long, but somewhere right around the same as with the Mayan calendar.
The Mayan calendar. Didn't the Mayan calendar end though?
Yeah, the world ended and the Mayan calendar ended and the world's still here.
That's such an anticlimactic story.
I know.
And Mrs. Elizabeth Blackwell becomes the first woman physician in the U.S. in 1849. Yay, go Dr. Blackwell.
That's right.
Yeah, and birthdays today. It's Tiffany Amber Thiessen. You know who she is? Saved by the Bell, and then she was in 90210. Yes, exactly. And again, Tanya Harding.
Tanya, we love
you know what? The crazy thing is, Tanya Harding. Tyrone Powers Jr.'s birthday is today.
Well, there's a huge celebrity.
Yeah, Junior.
Junior, I know.
Exactly. He was in a movie called Shag. Did you ever see that?
I remember that. Yes, I remember the name.
That was Tyrone Jr. The British bassist Earl Falconer from UB40. His birthday is today.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Princess Caroline, Grace Kelly's daughter. My brother wanted to marry Caroline, and I wanted to marry John. I know, that was supposed to be my brother's wife, Caroline, Princess Grimaldi. Robin Zander, do you know what band he's from?
Cheap Trick.
Yeah, very good. His birthday is today. Do you know who Rick Finch is?
No.
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Oh, wow.
It's his birthday today.
So that truly disco at its best.
Casey and the Sunshine
Yeah,
Band?
all that fun period, that was.
They were from Hialeah, Florida, and how I know that, I once went on a camp trip to Washington, D.C. We were like, I don't know, like 12 or something, and Casey and the Sunshine Band were staying in the same Holiday Inn that we were staying in.
Did you get to talk?
We got to meet them.
Oh, wow, cool.
They were really nice, and they told us they were from Hialeah, Florida, and I'll always remember that.
Hialeah Park, isn't that a dog track?
It might be, but I just always remember that.
Right,
They were so nice. I love them for that. Cheetah Rivera's birthday is today. Oh, she's so awesome. Now, this is pretty weird, too. Napoleon Bonaparte, the French pretender to the throne. It's his birthday today.
Okay.
Yeah, not the real one. And John Hancock. The real John Hancock's birthday is today. What would we have done without John Hancock? He was an American politician. And angels in the room, we always do celebrate people who passed on this day. Helmut Newton is an angel in our room today.
Okay.
You don't know who that is?
No.
He was the Vogue photographer. Very, 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 very classy photographer.
Okay.
Bob Keeshan, you know who that is? Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually on that show.
You were?
Yes, I was.
Have a piece of pie.
Yes,
What happened? Do you remember?
Hell no, I don't remember. I think I was 5.
Right. You
That was
probably.
a long.
You were on Captain
long,
Kangaroo?
yeah.
Where?
I'm
In
old.
Pennsylvania? Is that where they did it?
I don't remember where they did it. I remember I was with my grandparents and they got me on Captain Kangaroo.
That's cool. Nell Carter's birthday passed away. She's an angel on this day.
Oh, yeah.
Aw, Nell Carter. She was 54. Jay Pritzker, the billionaire who founded the Hyatt hotel chain, is an angel today. I would stay at the Hyatt for you. And this is terrible. Laura Dinky Patterson. She died bungee jumping at a Super Bowl rehearsal. You never hear about that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Because she'd be rehearsing right around this time.
Yeah.
She passed away on this day.
That would suck.
Oh, God. She is with us today. And who else? Salvador Dali is an angel in our room today.
Somebody I thought I recognized.
And here is another horrible thing. Terry Kath, the rock guitarist of Chicago, was accidentally shot in the head on this day. So thank you for being an angel.
I actually worked with Terry a couple of times. I got to work a couple shows with them, yes.
With Chicago. Chicago's the first concert I ever went to.
Oh, wow.
It was at the Nassau Coliseum.
All right.
Somebody gave me a ticket. I was always embarrassed to think that was my first concert, but now I don't.
Yeah, that's all right. They rock. They have some songs.
They have great songs.
Yeah.
I know.
Terry's a hell of a guitar player, great horn section of that band.
How was he accidentally shot in the head?
That I don't remember.
Okay, you weren't there.
I wasn't there. No,
That's good to know.
I didn't pull the trigger.
Well, we definitely are thinking of you today, Terry, and all the people we mentioned. And we will be back with January 23rd, National Pie Day.
Pie.
At Otto Shrunken Head.
I like pie.
Ruin